Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV. In this video, as you can see, I am a level 50 Machinist. So, we are going to be diving into the level 30 through 50 Machinist storyline. As with Dark Knights, there is no base class from 1 to 30, so yeah. We're diving right into the thick of things. So, I hope you enjoy the video, and I will see you in just a little bit. Alright, it's time to start our path as a machinist. So, Stephanievian, whatever your name is, I'm just going to call you Steph. I am ready to become a machinist. My prospectometer seems rather fond of you. Let's see, shall we? Garb, striking presence. Would I be right in assume that you are the outsider who helped save Ishgard? Yes. I thought as much. My prospectometer seldom lies, and let me just say, you have made the right choice in visiting our humble workshop. Welcome to the Sky Steel Manufactory, where miracles are born from ether, metal, and imagination. From cannons to ballistas, we develop and manufacture a range of weapons designed for slaying dragon invaders. But we are also accepting students who wish to take up a firearm and learn the techniques of the machinist. What say you? Are you interested in joining us and exploring the machinist discipline? Yes! Finally, I am ready. You are? Well, of course you are. Otherwise, my prospectometer would not have registered your obvious interest. My excitement, I've neglected to introduce myself. The name's Stephanine. I'm just call you Steph de Hallionard. And you are? Alright. The thing about Machinist has gone through so many redos over the past several expansions. Machinist was a very odd and confusing job for Shadowbringers and Stormblood. Well, it kind of got standardized in Stormblood a little bit, but it really got standardized in Shadowbringers. So, yes, Machinist has undergone quite a revamp over the years, and it's a lot better now than it was when it first came out, let me tell you. Cecil, is it? Well, Cecil, allow me to welcome you once more to the Sky Steel Manufactory. As I mentioned before, it is our charge to develop and manufacture weapons designed for slaying dragon invaders. But pray forget about these old tired inventions. The future lies in machinistry, a technology that weds the genius of Master Garland's Magitech with traditional etherology. Every single one of my latest creations employs the principles of this unique discipline. And in the steady hands of trained machinists, my new inventions are going to alter the very face of warfare. Though I would dearly love to expand upon my revolutionary theories, we should begin by familiarizing you with your tools of the trade, so to speak. Have you time now for a brief lesson? Yes. Show me the ways. Splendid. Now the first thing you must learn is the proper technique for handling a fire. Where the hell is our master of marksmanship? I swear the man is never about when I need him most. How dreadfully embarrassing. Here I've mercilessly piqued your interest, and now I must ask you to call again at a later convenience. Yeah, the next time you visit, our instructor will deign to put in an appearance. Then we can outfit you with the equipment necessary to learn basic marksmanship. I might explain to you the particulars of the machinist profession. I'm afraid he's gone for good this time, me lordship. Left a letter of resignation on your workbench and all. Great start. Confound the man. We can't afford to lose such a pivotal employee at this crucial juncture of our growth. Joy, prepare mine accoutrements. I shall drag that scoundrel back from the lamppost if need be. But my lordship, we're not even sure where to start looking. Make a salient point, my dear. My prospectometer points to the land of La Nocia. Ah, yes, I should have realized that he would return to his homeland. La Nocia, me lordship. Are you sure you want to go there? I hear it's a nasty place where folk will clout you across the face as soon as you look at you. Well, I must admit a little familiarity with its environs. Hark, Joy! There's Prospectomere chirps again. Of course, our aspiring machinist. We shall have the worldly Cecily here act as our guide. As an explorer who has braved the harshest corners of Eorzea, the wilds of Lanosia must be akin to a garden path. Is that not so? Yeah, it's a garden path. You see, Joy, my prospectomere never steers me awry. You'll consent to guide us in Cecila. To settle. Joy here, in addition to her loyal service to House Hallionard, is the finest shot in the manufactory. As a novice machinist, I suggest you mark her technique well during our little jaunt to Lanosia. Speaking of which, we must decide upon a somewhat less vague destination. I seem to recall our absent instructor mentioning companions from a camp overlook. Let that be our first port of call. Alright. Lanosia, here we go! I would expect the damn hot springs if anything else. Why come here? There's like nothing here. So this is Camp Overlook. Indeed, its inhabitants do seem the type to clout a man in the face in a place of a how do you do. Shall we make for some inquiries after our prematurely retired instructor? Let's rendezvous at the spot once we've gathered what intelligence we may. God damn. Alright. On the hunt for a machinist instructor. Have you guys seen a gun-wielding person? A bloke late of Ishgard? There was a stranger come about asking after one of our lads. Told him sorry. Thought he was looking for was in the cabin by the lift, resting up from an axe wound. Ew. You mean that big Rogadine bastard? You'll find him pacing the boards in front of the infirmary. Some of the lads seem to know the bloke, but no bugger seems to ever say how. Eager to say how. Alright. I've seen him alright. Got himself a cold reception too. You can't come and apologize for a deed decade old and just expect to be forgiven. Oh. Well, something happened. I should probably block the image. I gotta get in the habit of doing that again. Because I'm not used to having an active chat outside of parties. Because the free company I was in, thought pretty much the entire journey of Cecila was pretty shy. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. Didn't want to talk much. Antisocial. How fared your interrogations? 'Twould seem our man came here but to visit an old acquaintance. In the vicinity of the wench, you say? Let's investigate this infirmary then. Alright. I guess that's him. Were the conditions of your employment not satisfactory? Return with us to the manufacturer. We can discuss more favorable terms. I understand that Ishgardians presently accord machinists rather less than the respect they deserve, but I promise you, our word shall shine through in due time. People will clamor to learn of our profession. You cannot ban us now, I'm just gonna call you Rost. Think of the future. Get that. Oh. Leave me be. One more step and I'll blow your yapping jaw off. Joy, if you please. Oh. Wow. Shit-eating bastard! Next time I'll aim for the shaft twixt your thighs. Oh, God. Oh, no. Are you not proud? 'Twas you who taught Joy everything she knows about shooting, and spitting colorful profanity besides. Aye, the lass has learned me lessons well. Well, enough to be your new master in marksmanship, I'd wager. Well, it's quite the personality shift. Do you think so? Oh, but no, Joy is far too busy with her duties at the manor house. Besides, we have this budding machinist who is simply dying to learn from the great Rost. What have I got myself into? Well, at least it's more stable than a Dark Knight. Buffalo shit. Any scrag who's known me would rather I did dine. Oh, just look at you, the epitome of a roguish swashbuckler. Why ever did you cease brandishing your weapon in that fashion? Cause only pirate scum hold a firearm like this, and I ain't gonna teach this machinist way to no hopeless sausage-fingered adventurer what you dragged off the street. Then you're saying that if our sausage-fingered adventurer shows a glimmer of hope, you'll consent to instruct her? He's playing. He's twisting his tongue. Did you hear that, Cecila? This is your chance to display your aptitude for marksmanship. Here, I took the liberty of packing some extra tools for the trade. Convince our reluctant instructor that you are serious in your intentions. That's a... Not from around these parts, are you? No, I'm not. Fine, Steph. I'll give your whelp one bloody chance. One lesson to see what she's made of. The fate of Scotston manufactory, nay, the very future, machinistry. Machinistry is in your sausage-fingered hands. Take up your weapon and aim for the stars. Oh boy. Well, at least that was more of a welcome than the Dark Knight one was. Oh, good. I like how they give you the body piece and the leggings, but nothing else. Don't worry, and all the other jobs after Heaven's Ward, they actually give you a full set of armor. Well, excluding the accessories, I think. All right. Well, I guess I am a machinist now. Alright. Which means I gotta fix my... What did I have on here before? I keep forgetting I have this too. But no, I kind of don't like the spiky shoulders. Oh my god. What did I have before? I don't remember. Oh, duh. My ranged. I think that's what I had, right? God damn it. Hang on. Let me make a gear set. Oh, fuck. Oh, no, I saved over my white mage one. God damn it. There we go. Fixed. Well, now it's down there. I'll fix it later. What was it about to do now? Oh, that's right. What did I have for my bard? I can't remember if I changed my chest piece or not for bard. I don't think I did. Okay, no, I did not. All right. But yeah, that is level 30 machinist quest. Oh shit, no, it's not over yet. God damn it. I forgot. There's there's the intro stuff, and there's one actual Machinist quest. And my hotbars are a mess. You'll have to suffer with it. For a first time, you're looking good and comfortable with that carbine. Pity that comfort will only last right up until you shoot the bleeding thing. Right, here's a few pointers before we start, so as you don't put a round through your damn foot. Aim the barrel at your target, squeeze the trigger, not too bloody hard, mind, and boom goes the firearm. With your shots, we'll decide the kind of damage you can do with any particular weapon. Next, let's talk about that contraption at your waist. Now, I don't really understand it, but the boss tells me it draws on ether on your body and turns into a spark that will feed some new devices and he's working on. Oh, and pray do not forget to carry your soul of the Machinist. It bases the design on the more traditional soul crystals and will act as a focal point for the energy conversions performed by the ethereal transformer. That would be the contraption Rost mentioned. Good. Alright, that's all you're getting from now. Follow me and we'll see how you fare in the field. Or you can throw your carbine in the bushes and flee like a musket-whipped cur. Them's your choices. You're gonna be sorely proven wrong, sir. Oh my god. My hotbars are a mess! I'll fix them later. Don't worry. Ha! We want to take the test then? The rules are simple. Make your way towards the Emirates Oval and shout what you're told to shoot. Or shout? I shall wait you at the end of your trial, Cecila. Oh, fuck. Now, I figured this guy would take me out of the fucking thing. Way to go, guy. I appreciate that. You know what? Let's get in this instance before he fucking takes me out of the thing again. I appreciate that. Right, we're gonna have a good old-fashioned hunt. Joy will be giving you instructions while I eyeball your marksmanship. Go home to your first target. Focus on getting a feel for range and rhythm. Try to avoid them curls. You don't want to waste your ammunition. Alright. Machinist is kind of fun because with reassemble, you're guaranteed a critical hit. Machinist gets pretty fun in Shadowbringers. But at least for me, and my opinion might be different. Going through the new improved Machinist from the beginning, but up until Shadowbringers, it was pretty bare bones. All right, I'm facing bombs. I don't know where the bombs are. I don't know. Alright, I'm not quite sure where the bombs are. I'll find them. Oh, they're up there. And since I'm in an instance, I can't take them out. I mean, alright, what you think? Not bad, lass, not bad at all. Let's see you set against some proper nasties, though, eh? Ross, ain't you doing enough of a beginner? Not by a long shot. I want to see skins from a pair of my seeds and a pair of tigers. You want her to fail. I ain't letting you cheat his lordship. If you're gonna bend the rules, and so will I. Do what you gotta do, lass. I'll be waiting for those skins at the oval. Cheating scum? Come on, Cecila. What am I doing? I didn't even heard of these monsters. Oh. Of course, they're like way over there with all the ringtails. Can I get around them? Alright, doing so far good. Let's get these damn monkeys out of the way. Lemurs. They're clearly lemurs, not monkeys. Oh, are we done? I guess we're done. Right, onto the armored hovel. The only time you ever officially come down here. You bring them the skins then. Even with the young Joy's help, you did well, lassie. Huzzah! You'll return to the manufacturer with us then. I said you did well. Not that she was done. You still got one last target to take down. Me. Cecil's got talent, but she can't win against Ross. The man surely isn't being bothersome, Cecila. Would you be so kind as to give the instructor a good drubbing? Sure. I'd love to. Don't rush your shots. Breathe. Think. Fire! How's he able to shoot a beam with his axe? Good work, Cecily. You can win this. This guy's like that one guy from Boja. That's not how you wield an axe. Denied. A thrilling performance. You saved the manufactory. Well, there you are, instructor. Cecil has proven her potential beyond the shadow of a doubt. You are a man of your word, are you not? I'll come back to your bloody workshop. But do you know why I left in the first place? To once more breathe the salty air of your beloved homeland? Ha! I ain't got no love for La Nocia. In fact, I'd be happy if I never saw the place again. Then why would you inconvenience us by fleeing to a locale you so clearly despise? For a sack of guilt the size of me bloody head. I don't know who he was working for, but for some bloke came around offering me good money to ship anchor. So I did. Someone paid you to abandon the manufactory? Who would do such a thing? Like I said, never even seen the saw before. But if I show me face at the workshop, his boss is gonna want the guilt back, I reckon. Pity I already spent it all on grog. Oh no, no, no. You'll not wiggle through my grasp that easily. I shall pay this debt and in return you'll instruct every would-be machinist who walks through our door. Well, you got one bugger worth teaching at least. I guess it's time to... I guess it's back into the frigid arms of Lady Ishgard for me. You know, it seems... Was that wise, me lordship? The Hallinar coffers aren't exactly fit to burst. Oh, yes, you're quite right. We are rather short on coin. I'm certain a thorough inspection of the ledger will turn up a spare gill or two. You can't put a price on good people, eh, me lordship? That you cannot, my dear. Ross may be a touch standoffish at times, but none can dispute his eye for marksmanship. As such talk aside, I sense the business he had in these parts was not concluded to his satisfaction. With that, the man would confide in me his troubles. I suppose I shall have to content myself with the thought of his return. But you, Cecil, you have exceeded my every expectation. Pray join me back at the manufactory that I might thank you in the manner that befits your accomplishments. God damn. Put the image up. And it's back to Ishgard for me. Alright. Savior of the Skies 2 manufacturer. I hope to furnish you with a super reward, but I'm glad the legends counsels me to wearisome prudence. Thus, instead of presenting you with the firearm or the finest materials and latest design, I must humbly ask that you make do with the dated model I gave you at Camp Overlook. I must also pass on a message to you from Rost. He asks that you take the skills he has taught you thus far and master them in the furnace of battle. Well, something to that effect. I assume he means to offer you further instruction when you display a sufficient level of competence. Now, such a day can hardly be distant from one of your talents, eh, Cecila? I agree. Nice! Alright. Sweet. That is... I got the heat gauge. Wonderful. I'll sort all that stuff out off video. But, I'll be back when we're level 35. Alright, we're level 35. So, Steph, what is my... I'm ready for my next task, because I'm a machinist. Greetings, Tesla. Have you become practiced at defeating your foes from a distance? At the range of our weapons, and skyborn dragons will learn to respect the threat posed by a trained machinist. Despite the proven efficacy of our cannons and ballistas, however, many Knights of Ishgard continue to eschew firearms in favor of the spear and the sword. The creaking chains of tradition. Hark! The very creaking I spoke of draws near. What's this? Ugh, stifling heat and sulfurous stench. I can scarce breathe. And worse, I can scarcely bear the sight of mine own son garbed in such filthy garments. Why must you persist in this infatuation with smithing of all things? "'Tis called machinistry, father, and you need not come at all into the air in the workshop if so offends you. Would that I could shed this onerous duty, but as manufacturing chief, I must just need supervise its operations." Supervise? You barely visit but once a moon, and relegate every management task to firm law. And what of it? Smithing is a common profession, even as an overseer is the role of a noble. As one of the four founders of Ishgard, House Hallionard enjoys a privileged position, but misfortune has waged a constant war of attrition on our forces, and our claim to the position grows weak. Thus must we attend to our duties with uncommon zeal, even duties as common as this one. But we shall not suffer this mean predicament forever. No, my son, you will reclaim the honor of our family with spear in hand. You must needs become a skill not non-peril, and bear our flag onto the field of battle. Father, the face of war changes with each passing day. Soon will come a time when machinist shall form the bulk of our armies. Should you cling to these stagnant ideas of yours, you'll be swept over by the wave that carries us forward. I tire of your flights of fancy, Steph. Without successes to back them, your argument spring is empty as my treasure room. The Holy See has announced a tourney. We will best serve our house by returning to the practice field, and then claiming victory in the melee. I regret that you were subject to our squabbles, but Father's attitude is sadly representative of the greater part of Ishgard's populace. Their heads may as well be made from the stone on the city walls. I have, however, designed a weapon of such brilliance that the light of its potential will penetrate even the densest mind. Ross and Joy will accompany you to Raincatcher Gully to gather materials for the prototype. Why don't you join us? Practicing your partnership in Ishgard will only invite suspicion and ridicule, and this is the perfect opportunity to receive further tutelage from Rost, that you might also train under the warm rays of Launosia's son as a simply fortuitous boon. Well, put it like that. You can't refuse, right? Let's go see what these guys are up to. Remember where Raincatcher was again? Alright, I need to go there. Alright. No! Gotta go to the jungle! Alright. Let's head on down and check this place out. See what's happening over here. You doing, Bal? Got yourself dragged out here as well, did you? The boss said he needed some Magitech part, and I just had to open me big gob about this garland wreck in the gully. It's been rusting here for 5 years now, though, so any useful bits and bobs was lucky stripped out long ago. But seeing as we trekked all this bloody way, we might as well see how far we've come in your shooting. Go say hello to the other two and keep them safe while you concentrate on their scrounging. Alright, I don't know what you're gonna get from around here. Ah, you came! Splendid, though I'm afraid the rewards have yet to meet the risks of this monster-infested crash site. And speaking of monsters... Thanks! Get this out. My chocobo. Shoot some, midge clouds. Yeah, going to Machinist and Pass the Dead is a lot more fun than going to Machinist normally. Because, up until level 60, Machinist gets a lot better. Practice your marksmanship, are you? Maybe I'll have half a moment's peace to look for this part when I watch me back. Not again. Took care of that, would you, Cecil? But yeah, Machinist gets a lot better from 50 to 60. You got a lot more skills to use. Oh, that was simple. What do you think? You've been working out those shots, haven't you, lass? I'd say you're good and ready to... Bloody hell, that's a big one! You're up, Cecil. What's up? That's the gaboo. I'm not afraid of no gaboo. See? What'd I tell you? I'm not afraid at all. If I magic gyroscope. What did I do? Did I reach into his body and yank it out? Ah, nice form, last. Tightly grouped shots. Now, was it just me eyes playing tricks, or did someone other than guts drop out of that thing's belly? Oh, great. I stuck my hand in it. Great. That's wonderful. Looks like a bit of machinery. The boss had a better idea than me. Confound it, all this way not to show for it. Aside from your obvious improvements in marksmanship, of course. What's that you have there? I got a thing. Is this useful at all? And this spilled out along with the creature's innards, you say? Extraordinary. I'm gonna wash it before you use it. By the Fury, do you know what this is? You found the very component I was searching for. Ain't that a coincidence? That's wonderful, me lordship. Our fortunes took a turn for the better the moment we walked through the workshop doors, Cecil. Finding a rare magic to take part in a beast's belly-eating fortune. That's bloody sorcery. Or so I think if I didn't see me shoot the damn thing with my own eyes. Nice work there, by the way, Cecil. I can already hear the wiring of my invention come to life. Come, we must return to the manufacturer at once. What's this guy trying to make? Alright, let's go see what our search has given us. Gotta sanitize my hands now. Hopefully he's washed that part before he used it. Who knows what kind of gunk and inner bowels, inner juices, or whatever you want to call it, stomach juices are on that thing. At least he's wearing gloves. I stuck my hand in the thing. I don't have gloves. Was it worth it? That surely was a stroke of luck, Cecil. With that wretchedly rare gyroscope in hand, it will only be a matter of time until we have a working prototype. Instead of twiddling your thumbs until its completion, however, you shall have your hands full mastering a new skill. Ross bade me pass on to you the particulars of Heat Blast. Train hard, my friend. Okay, cool. I'll take that. Yoink. New skill for me. Alright. That's level 35 quest, so I'll be back when I'm level 40. Alright, we're level 35. Or not 35, 40. Steph, what is my next step? Ooh, what is that? It looks like a turret. Ah, Susla, splendid. You arrived at the very moment I completed my newest machinist marvel. Well, within the very hour at least. It is unfortunate that many Ishgardians cannot appreciate the practicality of my work. People such as my father, for instance. What's happening now? There's not getting done for this dreadful odor. Staff, my son, the days of shunning your nutty training have come to an end. Never should I have allowed you to set foot inside this workshop. Had I but known that the curiosity you displayed as a boy would develop into this all-consuming distraction. Is that all you can say, Father? I'm well aware of your distaste for. Nay, Staff, there is more. House Dismail has sounded a call to arms, and House Hallionard is bound to answer. As you well know, however, our companies are light on lances. If we are to avoid dishonoring our name, every able-bodied soldier, mine own son included, must take up spear and sword and march into battle. I have not the disposition for charging into enemy ranks, Father. I do not raise a coward. Consider your next words carefully, boy. As manufacturing chief, I hold the authority to expel anyone from this workshop. On parchment, mayhap. There's only one chief we answer to. I understand that our ranks have grown thin. Thus is our house in dire need of the support my machinist will bring. Challenging the might of dragons with spear and sword is the work of seasoned heroes. Warriors possessed of unflagging stamina and robust physique. Equipped with the firearm, however, even the scrawniest commoner can engage with those same scaled demons from afar. Think of it, Father. If the masses were trained in the machinist profession, the casualties of Fang and Claw could be considerably diminished. Machinist companies could soon form the backbone of our defense, and as the master of the manufactory, the accolades would belong to House Hallionard. Train the masses? Foolish boy. No low-born army could ever replace a contingent of disciplined knights. It is time, my lord. Savara is expected to descend upon our defenses within the hour. Savara? You mean to engage that great brute with not but our knights? What would you have me do? The dragon flies straight as an arrow for our very own Skyfire locks. Should we let them be destroyed, the price will be steep in both coin and honor. Father, you must allow me to deploy my machinists. Once you have witnessed them in battle, even you will be able to deny their effectiveness. Do as you will, Steph. As matters stand, I will not turn away a lame chocobo if offered to defend our holdings. Be certain to assemble your forces at the locks ere Savara arrives. Fun fact, Savara is actually a boss fight in Camp Dragonhead. Oh dear, I fear I've allowed my passions to impair my better judgment. Of all my budding machinists, only you have seen true combat. 'Tis to you, then, that I would entrust the use of my prototype device, the Rook, as I have taken to calling it, as an auto turret, a type of machinist weapon that fights on its own. Do you recall Ross' explanation of the ether transformer? That contraption at your waist will convert your body's ether into the lightning aspected energy required to power the turret. You need simply to activate the weapon and it will supplement your own attacks. Savara has plagued House Hallionard for long years. Should you employ the Rook to good effect, then we may rid ourselves of both a deadly enemy and my father's antiquated notions in one fell swoop. Nice. Alright. Well, that's how we are as ready as can be, all except for our wayward instructor. Would you be so kind to locate Ross and inform him of the urgency of our situation? I imagine he is loitering in Foundation somewhere, making his unhurried way to the workshop. Huh. Alright. But yeah, Savara is a boss fight. It's a 3-phase boss fight, or not boss fight, boss fights. There's the escort to the area where the fight takes place. There's the trash phase that takes place before it, and then there's the boss phase itself. Alright, guys, up here somewhere. Where you at, sir? What are you doing up here? Oh, what's happening here? Ah, so look at the scragger caught me creeping about near the workshop. Up to no bloody good, I reckon, so I sat him down for a friendly chat. A dragon attack? And the boss needs every ant on deck, does he? Aye, I'll be right there. Just as soon as I'm done wringing some answers from this ugly sod. You know, where there's one rat, there's always a dozen more. Might be best if you take a quick look around yourself and deal with any troublemakers before you head back. No need to murder anyone, mind. The noise from a gallows round will have to scare him off. But murder's fun! Where's the fun in that? Fine. I'll go shoot some people with gauze. Sir, you look very sketchy. I need you to run away. What the 7 hells? You could have taken off a toe. You're Ross' new pup, ain't you? If it's trouble you're looking for, then you're looking no further than that backstabbing little mincing cur. Oh, something's... this guy has some history. Alright, next one is up there and then down there. Seems easy enough. How uncouth! But I suppose I should expect not less from one of the Ross underlings. You learned it from the vicious brute himself. Heed my words, this kind of steel manufacturing plays haven to villains. The safety of Ishgard's citizens, the manufacturing needs to be shut down. Their rogue instructor poses as a former commodore of the Knights of Barracuda. This is a lie. In truth, he is a bloodthirsty pirate who murdered his entire crew. Slander! Don't you believe a word that guy says? Alright. Where's the next guy I gotta shoot? Oh, he's above. Oh, shit! I see you way over there. Hey, you're causing trouble. You ain't seen the last of me. I hope not. Methinks the name's Celestile, one of your fellow machinists. If you didn't know, I was making preparations for a fight with Savara when that thug ambushed me. Don't bother chasing him. I doubt he knows more than what he was paid to do. But he did make it damn clear that someone out there has a grudge against our workshop. Anyway, I ought to get back to me duties. We ain't never fought in a proper battle, let alone against a monster like Savara, and we'll need all the advantages we can get. It's not that bad. I fought him before. He's pretty easy. It's kind of interesting they make a boss fight centric to a job story. Or yeah, you know. Alright. What are we doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm running around. Is everything alright? Ross tells me there are villains afoot, making trouble for the workshop. Intimidating machinists, were they? Setting fires and spreading rumors? Joy, too, has overheard vile slander intended to defame our master of marksmanship. You took every care to choose the right employee, me lordship. We could do a lot worse within the former Commodore of Lim's Barracudas. And now half of Ishgard thinks he's lying. That he's a convict of terrible crimes. Does someone seek to harm the manufacturer standing with these attacks upon our circus character? I'm sorry, Ross. Your association with the Machinist has brought you naught but ridicule and insult. Bah, don't blame yourself, boss. After all, more than half that stuff's probably true. Oh. I was Commodore of the Kudas. Right up until I got kicked out on Miaris for making a bloody mess of things. That's why you found me in the Camp Overlook. I was there to visit one of my old underlings. Of course, you'd rather take another axe to the face before you talk to me. Mistakes cost some more than others, and there's no bastard Lucia has called me friend. Yet your mysterious rival must have learned of me tarnished past, because they offered a fortune for me to accept a job as your master of marksmanship. I suppose they thought the workshop would be ruined once the truth behind me charming reputation became common knowledge. But as it turns out, I don't take kindly to being some faceless bastard's puppet. So I took their coin and yours and made for the hills. I had no intention of fulfilling my contract. Not until your adventure here went and got me fired up about teaching the truth. That said, there ain't not been in me agreement that says I gotta fight bleeding dragons. And me students will give a better showing without me there growling over their shoulders any road. Though his support will be missed, Ross may have corrected this assumption. Our demonstration will be all the more impressive for his absence. Let's check our weapons one last time and assemble our Skyfire locks. Alright, I believe that's in... Yep. Wait. Yeah, down there. Dragon Head! Alright. I'm not scared of Savara. I've taken him down before. Oh, speaking of Savara, there's his fate right there. It's funny. I think this is the first, I think this is like the only Fate boss that's actually incorporated into a job story. Allow me to brief you on our defensive strategy ere the dragon and its minions arrive. Atop each of the 3 locks, we have placed a dragon-slaying cannon. Our task as a machinist shall be to defend the cannons from Savara's lesser kin. You will find a lock in the northeast. Okay. A lock to the northwest. Of course, and they have to list music in too. One of my favorite tracks of Heaven's Ward. And I'll lock the south. I'll attract the concentrations of our enemy and direct you to the cannon most in need of protection. So northeast, northwest, and south. Got it. Hark! The dragons are come. Everyone to your positions. Alright, that shouldn't be too simple. Successor to the southern cannon, show it to the northwest. Alright. Loaded and ready. I'm coming for you, scaly bastards. Alright, put these guys down. Our foe swarms of cannon in the northeast. Joy, senseless, swiftly now. That's right, because I'm in battle. They're taking a beat. Oh, nope, they're good. What now? I must staunch the wounds of the fallen. Pray to defend the cannons as needed. This one's looking pretty beat up. Northwest cannon is under attack! I'm on it. Uh-oh. It's Savara! Savara's come! So about to defend the cannons, because face the cannon towards the brood. Concentrate all fire on Savara. Shit, I fucked that up. Wasted it. There we go. We won, Father. My machines have carried the day. What do you think of our poor hours now, sir? Well, Father, do you see now how we might prevail against dragons without risking the lives of our soldiers? It was a most impressive display. I must admit, your comrades acquitted themselves admirably. I thought I heard the terrible din of cannons being fired. What do I hasten out here to find out but the high-born Helionards frolicking in the snow are their low-born lackeys? Who's this guy? Apparently no one likes him. Looks disgust. He looks like, yeah, he looks pretentious. I don't even need to read his name. After providing you with this opportunity to improve the ailing reputation of your noble house, does the consideration of a house Zemail not merit a formal reply? Lord Tidal Grinch. I'm just call you Grinch, because you look like a Grinch. My apologies. The foe was upon us ere we could put quill to parchment. Ah, yes, I imagine you were full occupied with scraping together as a serviceable company of soldiers. If only your dear son was as ardent with his knightly training as he is with his idle tinkering. There is not idle in my work. You wouldn't speak not You would not speak such insults had you seen my machinist in action. Oh, such temper. 'Twould seem your association with commoners has eroded your manners as well as your martial skills. If you're so confident in these machinists of yours, mayhap you should enter them in the upcoming tourney. Mayhap I shall. Upon my oath, we will return Ishgard's tradition-bound combat upon its ear. Oh boy. Haha, the Holy Sea's educators will be most impressed when your low-born rabble is chopped to pieces by the tested blades of noble champions. I don't like that house. The house is a bunch of assholes. My son, what have you done? The tourney is a stage upon which is flaunted the might and metal of the four great houses. Only the finest knights are chosen to participate. Even with the aid of your machinists, our battered ranks stand little chance of victory. Must you now parade our shame before the highest echelons of the Holy See? Do not be so swift to dismiss our chances, Father. I give you my word, House Halienart will leave the contest with its pride intact. And furthermore, should we win, I'll have your word that you shall yield the running of the manufactory to me. Very well, my stubborn boy. But whether you win or no, you be sure to give House Zemail a darn good pummeling. I shall see it done, Father. We will not disappoint you. It's about time I put that house in its place. I've had problems with that house since Heaven's Ward. Cecil, by virtue of your undeniable expertise, my father has at last recognized the value of machinistry, but we cannot stop at but one hard-headed knight. This turn will be our opportunity to demonstrate to all and sundry the potential of our profession. My lordship, if I may, it seems that Lord Grinch has a dislike for commoners such as me. If my presence will cause you more trouble, then mayhap I should quit the manufactory. Pay no mind to that preening fop, lass. He's all piss and wind. Aye, ever has Grinch sought to needle me in such a manner. 'Tis not you, my dear, that he despises. 'Tis the mingling of highborn and lowborn. House Mayo is a powerful family, and with their talent for the building of the fortifications has brought them vast wealth and influence. Staunch allies of House Durandare, the Zemails, have also been party to a number of significant victories. Thus do they stand at the peak of Ishgardian society, looking down their noses at any who do not share their noble pedigree. If you truly wish to please me, then I would have you shine your brightest in the tourney and wipe the arrogant smirk off from his face. Shall we be on our way? I wholeheartedly agree. Put the house in its place. Alright. I'll tell you what, back when Heaven's Ward came out, they screwed around with Bard and Machinist. They turned Bard, what am I going? They turned Bard and Machinist into casters. And I'm not kidding. No one really liked that. There was a lot of backlash about that. Thankfully, they reverted the change in Stormblood, so yeah, no one liked it being casters. I mean, it made no sense, really. I don't know why. I don't know where they thought turning Bard and Machinist into casters. And by casters, I mean they had a casting bar for all their skills. I must confess my misgivings to you, Cecila. When queried as to our chances of victory, my prospectometer returned an unfavorable result. We triumphed over dragons, it's true, but such a battle has not prepared us to face coordinated parties of seasoned knights. Machinists are simply not ready. It is fortunate then that the tourney is yet some days away. Let us keep such disheartening talk from our colleagues and continue to train them and ourselves. The contest is ahead. I agree, but that's not the killer hopes now. But that's a level 40 quest, so I'll be back when we are 45. Alright, we're level 45. Oh man. I'm so sore from after work, man. Like, you have no idea. Alright, Steph. Can you relieve my pain with whatever this is? I have a head that I can't shake. Greetings, Tesla. Our training proceeds at pace, I trust. Stay a while. We can discuss our strategy for the tourney. Must I? I don't think I have the mental capacity to do that right now. It would appear everyone is present, even our dear instructor. So let us delve into the particulars of the upcoming contest. Now, the degree of favor of the Holy See bestows is much influenced by the outcome of the tourney, and thus do the nobles enter only their most able champions. Assume that Grinch. I assume that Grinch, in his small-minded maliciousness, seeks to humiliate us before the educators, and thereby convince the Holy See to cease the flow of funds to the manufactory. I don't understand, me lordship. Most of the guardians aren't hardly aware that machines exist. Why have we so grabbed Lord Grinch's attention? That's because he's likely to notice that your firearm can kill a man with not but your dainty little finger on the trigger. It is the same reason that his laws and limbs little minso would prevent any old drunken whoreson from carrying a musket. And Ishgard's hierarchy ain't exactly fair and measured now, is it? If you honor the lowest folk on the ladder with weapons like ours, then you can be sure as the tide that their barrels will be soon pointed towards the overprivileged bastards who stand at the top. But as you say, most of the nobles don't seem to understand the threat when an army of machinists are composed. This Grinch bloke is a step ahead, I'll give him that much. Aye, he's a despicable fellow, but also uncommonly clever. Even so, he has failed to arrive at the most obvious conclusion. A well-trained and well-armed populace would strengthen Ishgard's defenses tenfold. And if we are to convince the Holy See of that fact, then we must claim victory at the tourney. You got something special in mind? I've been considering several strategies, but to practice them here in plain view of our adversaries would avoid their effectiveness. We must needs look for farther afield for a suitable location to train. Bloodshort and Eastern Lanosia ought to do the trick. I'll secure us a place where we can shoot to our heart's content. Joy, pray make preparations for the journey. After you have attended to your duties at the manor, of course. As for you, Sesla, I would have another test. I would have you test another of my innovations. Remain behind, and I shall make some adjustments to your ether transformer. Alright, what are you gonna do? Forgive my duplicity, Cecila. That talk of adjustments was merely an excuse so that we might speak alone. Now, you heard me boast to my father that machinist companies would soon form the backbone of our defense. That was something of an exaggeration. When it comes to gigantic dragons, one may as well be firing at the side of a barbican. In a tourney, however, the lesser size of our opponents will work against us. It requires intensive training to consistently track and score hits against targets that are both small and agile. And there is but little time left before the contest. Our victory will depend largely upon your skilled contribution. If Joy is able to display even a fraction of your battle savvy, then the reputation of the machinist will flourish. Thus, I need you to attend our practice with undivided focus, and provide a shining example to which she might aspire. Alright, what am I doing? Once Joy has completed her tasks in the manner, we can be off to Bloodshore. I wonder what could be keeping her. A trip to the market to restock the larder or some such. Oh boy. Let's go see what's taking her so long. I mean, the house is not that far from the market, so... The Crozier! Alright, where you at, Joy? What's happening over here? Oh, hello, Cecilla. You must be eager to get in some practice before the big contest. I'll be ready to go as soon as I've hauled me shop into the manor. If I'm to continue me machinist training, I can't be shirking me other chores. I made a promise to the Count. I won't keep you waiting much longer. I'll run to the manor with what I have got and come back for this big sack afterwards. Let's help her in secret. Let's be sneaky. Could you keep an eye on the other sack until I get back, Cecilla? Shouldn't take too long. Let's carry it for her, so she... What she won't know won't hurt her, right? Guys, it's a heavy sack. Do the heavy lifting to those who are dependable. Me! Alright. Come over here and around the corner. Cessa, what are you doing here? Who's watching the other set? I've got it with me. Lending a hand to young Joy, are you? Very good. This was the last of her tasks for the day, so she is free to assist Seth in his work. Pray return to your tourney preparations. That's quite the name. Thank you, Cecil. I appreciate you helping me, of course, and I appreciate you helping his lordship even more. The Count was against me becoming a machinist. He knew that my dad's too feeble to work, and was kind enough to let me keep me place on the manor staff. My family'd be on the street if it weren't for his job, and I can't thank him enough. Sometimes I don't feel right that I repay him by spending half my time at the manufactory. But maybe now that you're around for staff, his lordship won't need me to be a machinist no more. Winning the tournament will repay the Count's kindness. I never thought of it that way. Well, we should be getting ourselves to Bloodshore. Alright, back to La Nocia we go. Costa del Sol! Oh, God. I don't know why I'm so tired, because it was a medium-sized shift, but I'm like so tired. I don't know why, but it wasn't even that busy. Guess it's just one of those days, right? Right, let's begin, shall we? Our objective shall be to explore the most effective methods of countering our knightly opponents. If a knight cannot reach you, he cannot hurt you. Thus, we shall concentrate on those machinist skills that hinder movement. I have prepared a crate of aromatic meats said to be irresistible to giant crabs. For the purpose of this exercise, imagine the shell-covered creatures lured by its scent to be enemy knights, and form tactics to prevent their advance. Should the box be broken open, that will signal your defeat. Let's see what strategies you can devise for us, eh, Cecil? Okay. Sounds simple enough, right? Guess I gotta defend the box. Crabs! Alright. Don't let one of those bastards reach the box! Look, lovely mates, here comes another lot. Set up your turn, pick him up quick. Ah! Ha! You still have half the bloody shoreline. Oh god, there's more. NA's Machinist, let's call it a day. Ross, wait. What is that thing? Uh-oh. Must have caught the scent of blood. Reload. Take it down, mates. The thing from the D. That's the name. They can't even give it a name. It's just the thing from the deep. It's a thing. Alright, I killed the thing. It's such a stupid name. That last fellow was rather unexpected, but you handled him nonetheless. Well done. Your performance has prompted my prospectometer and inspired me with entirely new strategies. If I may, my lordship, seeing how Cecil's coming along, maybe you don't need me an attorney no more. Whatever could you make you think that, my dear? I need you now more than ever. The sight of you, a commoner with scant battle experience, sending seasoned knights stumbling and sprawling will open the eyes of the Holy See. Why, you shall be the bullet that pierces their tradition-bound hearts. Very well, my lordship. I'll do my best in the name of House Haliard, for both you and the Count. That's the spirit. Now, I must return to the workshop. Self-doubting. Well, that was fun. Back to the manufactory. Take me over here. All right. A fine show, not the Cecil. Joy's lack of enthusiasm troubles me somewhat, but I'm sure the moment her hand closes about her stalk, she'll be as ferocious as ever. Well, let's hope. Alright, so, that's the 45 quests, so I'll be back when I'm 45, or 50, or 50. Okay. We're level 50. So, Steph, are you ready for this tourney? Because I sure am. Oh, the day of the tourney is finally upon us. This is it, Cecil. This is the Machinistry's moment of truth. Pray gather our colleagues together. Joy should be just outside performing some last moment firearm inspections, and Rost, well, Joy may have a better idea of his whereabouts than I. Alright. Oh, Cecil, this is a disaster! Someone's broken into our storage crate and smashed all the firearms. I must tell his lordship. No, I must check the other crates first. Or maybe... Oh, what do we do? I need to calm down, first of all. Ah, you're right. Of course, giving into panic won't help us none. I'll see what's become of the rest of the weapons and report me finding it to his lordship. Rost? As I saw, he was getting some fresh air out behind the workshop. Oh boy. Sabotage! That's not good. No one really likes machinists, really. Don't look now, lassie, but I think you've got visitors again. Stubborn bastards. Who? Where? Eh? Smashed up our firearms, you say? Seems whatever scrag it is, what is once is gone, is done with being subtle. We best run off the rest of these thugs before they decide to set fire to the place. You know what to do. Warning gauze rounds only so we won't bring the wrath of the Temple Knights down upon us. Meet you back in the workshop when you're done with your patrol. Alright. Time to shoot some people away. Sir, you look sketchy, so I need you to go away. Please, no, it wasn't my idea. Sure it wasn't. Where's your other cohorts at? Aha, I see you. Can't they just shoot you from here? Yeah, where'd you come from? Alright, and then you. God, that purse weren't getting shot at. I think they're scared of us. Cecil, you're quite alright. Our fine instructor here tells me you've both been busy chasing out hired miscreants again. I'm afraid the damage has already been done, my lordship. Even after scraping together our spares, we've less than half the weapons we need for the turning. Then half we'll just have to do. It'll be difficult, I know, but I believe we still have a chance. What in the bloody hell was that? Sounds like someone fired a damn cannon at our summit. Oh boy. What's going on now? Lordship, our turrets! Blast! We must have missed one of those shit-eating bastards. That's it then. We'll have to forfeit the contest. Nay, my dear, there is yet time to remedy this. These efforts to confound our chance to search, but to stoke the fires of my determination. Pray accompany back inside, Cecil. Ross, Joy, lead your fellow machinists to the turning field and don me your masks of supreme confidence. Whilst our mysterious enemy is distracted by your show of bravado, I shall work to replace the damaged firearms. But how can you craft so many weapons before the contest begins? The short of it is, I cannot. Not to my usual exacting specifications, of course. Only the four of us must be aware of the poor quality of our replacements. You and Joy must needs fight much harder to compensate for your colleagues' lack of firepower. I will do my best to keep the others in high spirits too, Lord Steph. Me apologies. I wasn't trying to eavesdrop or nothing, but when I heard the noise, Celestial. Well, there's not for it now. Welcome to the conspiracy. Formidable foes, meager chance of success. This shall be a victory worthy of song. Alright, what would you have me do? Good sir. Would that the odds were not so heavily stacked against us, but we cannot let a few setbacks stand in the way of our moment of glory. We've done all that we can, all that can be done. 'Tis time we join our companions and serve the field on which the tourney is set to take place. You're familiar with Camp Dragonhead, I trust. Its grounds should make for the initiating arena. Alright, I'm very familiar with that place. How can I not? You have to go through there to get here first. Well, not really. You go through the Boulder Downs, but that's the danger path. Good, you come. The other houses have to field their forces. We return to inspect the arena and formulate a winning strategy. Are you certain of your preparations, my son? These tales I hear of hired thugs terrorizing machinists and destroying equipment do not fill me with confidence. Pray remember that the collected gaze of Ishgard shall be focused on this contest. A poor showing would cost us our funding of from the Holy See and cast an uncertain shadow over the future of the manufactory. I've never been more ready, Father. Now relinquish your doubts, find yourself a nice vantage point, and enjoy the spectacle. I'm off to find a perch myself, but here's one piece of advice before I go. Make the most of the terrain. There's a few choice spots where I'd lay an ambush, or expect my enemies to lay one for me. Just be sure you've given the place a good once over, eh? You heard the instructor. Give the word, we shall endeavor to learn the lay of the land. I am all ready to go. Let's review our strategy, shall we? Unless you would rather simply begin the tourney, in which case you may speak with our machinist messenger. I'm ready to go. I know the lay of the land quite well. Ours will be a combined force from House Helionard and House Four Toms, while our opponents will be House Zmael and House Durandare. The black standard represents our encampment. Prepare inspect the standards in the surrounding area. If we allow the standard to be destroyed, we are defeated and the tourney is lost. The standard also releases waves of curative magic, so return here if you're in need of healing. Let's move on to the enemy encampment. Prepare and inspect the Crimson Standard and survey the surrounding area. So it's like it's kind of like caps to the flag, really. This is like the middle part of the arena. Should we succeed in topping the Crimson Standard, then victory is ours. Enemy standard will heal nearby allies. Best to avoid lengthy engagements in its proximity. Let's now discuss our individual roles. Joy will lead a squad of Helionard combatants in an offensive push. Remaining machinists now will join the Four Toms in the defense of our encampment. You, Sissa, shall be our flying company and strike where needed. Celestia, you shall be our ambusher. Let's serve by your place of concealment. Try and inspect the ambush site. Celestia will emerge and assault the enemy standard on Cecila's signal. The Durandare captain is an aggressive sort. If our defenses appear weak, he'll commit his forces to an attack, and that will leave their encampment vulnerable to ambush. We have placed a signal mortar near the Aetheryte. Come with me and you can see it for yourself. Alright. This mortar should be safe from enemy detection. The spot also affords you a fine view of both camps. When you judge the time to press the attack, simply operate the motor and send up a flare. Let us return now to our encampment. I'll stall the officiant until you give the word. Okay. This will be fun. Hark! 'Tis Grinch and his knights. The manufacturing workers in all their glory. I imagine there are many who are curious, even eager to witness your fight this day. Unfortunately for the spectators, however, House Zmael will end this mockery of a contest all too swiftly. Bless all you will. We shall let the tattered remains of your standard speak for us. Such conviction from the king of the commoners. Come then, all the players are present. Let the tourney begin. Alright, this will be fun. I actually really liked this when I did this the first time. To victory, my friends. Firing at will. Destroy these machinist upstarts. How dull. This will hardly be a challenge at all. I'll whittle the defenses down first. Attack the Crimson! Don't mind me. This thing will go down before before this guy even gets halfway. Ours is halfway down. Our foe has brought along a cadre of healers. Cessa, target the enemy healers. We cannot win like this. Alright. Fuck you, healers! They'll never know what hit them. Flanking maneuver, is it? Pathetic. It's time to make our advance. If their captain is still here, the enemy will slaughter me. Soldiers to me, full assaults. I can go down on the defenses. Take your flag down. And your flag is down. I win this. You guys let your defenses of your flag wide open. You guys call yourselves knights. Congratulations, Machinist. You have proven yourselves not entirely without merit. House Zemail will gladly welcome your inclusion in House Halienard's next company of reinforcements. Ah, your novel toys confounded my knights and won you this game of flags. I would see, however, how you fare against adversaries who seek not to break your standard, but to spill your life's blood. May the day soon come when we fight side by side. Sore loser! Mayhap then you shall understand why the knight is the master of the battlefield. This guy's just a sore loser. Why don't you get out of my sight? Can't wait to put you in your place in the future. Well done, my son. You have triumphed against all that would see you fail. But of course, father, there is no difficulty that machinistry cannot overcome. Tourney victory. How many years has it been? At last we begin to reclaim the influence we have lost. And there shall be more to come. As long as you're true to your word. That means no more bemoaning my knightly skills, no more disruptive visits in the workshop. Steph, I hereby relinquish to you a full authority of the manufactory. May your machinists be the spears that pierce our foes and the shields that defend our walls. Do as you will, my son, for the glory of Ishgard and her people. This guy turned around. He was kind of a, you know. The age of the Machinist has begun, my friends. Follow me, and together we shall ring the rusted helmets of the old guard. Cool. What's wrong with her? She doesn't seem very cheerful. Alright. Let's head on over here and close off this part of the story. It was a hard-won battle, Cecilla, but your keen grasp of tactics carried the day, and that is to say not of your ever-growing skill with the firearm. With this victory, I am become manufacturing chief in both name and deed, and I intend to make the most of my newfound freedom. Indeed, my first act upon returning to the workshop was to improve upon the Aether Transformer. This latest model is yours, with my thanks. The tourney exposed certain inadequacies in the design of which I have endeavored to compensate. Use it well, Cecilla. I will take that. Thank you very much. Nice! Alright. And that is the end of the level 50 Machinist quest. And that is going to be the end of this video. So, I hope you enjoyed it. Obviously, I still got Astrologian to go through, and then the Gatherers and Crafters, and then once all that's done, we can continue with the battle classes. Oh, but yeah. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next part. Later.